Correct an episode. We are in front of the no, wait a minute. Whatever. Githyanki, there you go. Really have to learn their language a little bit. Okay, and we are going to loot things before we open that door. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. Let's just move on. Yes, never a dull moment. So, what do we have? Wooden crates and other stuff. Oh, Githyanki Report.
What path lies before me?
Oh boy. I may not be able to actually... Oh, come on. Who's Yllek? Oh. Oh.
Any word on the search for the artifact, Rusty? Loose words are food.
Well, that's definitely not good. Maybe there's a way for me to get in here.
We have not been visited by an inquisitor in an age.
And maybe even in here. All of this is locked. Oh, you got to be kidding. Okay, let's just talk to her a bit more.
You may proceed.
Just like, okay.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You may proceed to the Creche.
Just like that.
Stop meddling where you aren't wanted, Istik.
Someone does not like me. And Isa do not like that too. So, this is Githyanki Report. Yeah. Reading it does not seem to get us in trouble. The stone discounts Githyanki runes carved into it and so on. Kobolds entering the area. Pursuing dragon. Threat posed. Animal. Suggested course of actions. Ignore. Alright. Ignore. Well, actually, it's a nice distraction, right? If there are just kobolds around, everybody's like, meh, let's just ignore them, everything's fine. But then, how am I gonna get these items? It will be a little bit tricky now.
Now we've got Istik poking around here as well as an Inquisitor.
Huh. Looks like I may not be able to get those items. Not yet, at least. If I fiddle with this, then we'll have a problem later on. And wait, can I get up here? There are no ladders. This way around. Okay. Loot. And then there's, I think, a chest or whatever. And then there's also stuff below, but once I open this, I will be in deep trouble.
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
Hush, Qun'irel.
Search? What? Explain yourselves.
What if they don't find the weapon? Do we even know it? An Istik? But you can't be here. I can't be seen with you. The Chakrai.
Qun'irel, the Inquisition have more to worry about than who you talk to in the corridors.
Right. Inquisition. What are you talking? Okay, the Spanish one probably. I'm just looking for your captain. Well, I am, but now she said something that I'm interested in.
Our queen's eyes and ears. They're her will incarnate, and right now, they're here.
Interesting. Well, it is. I'm just looking for your captain.
See? I told you. Nothing to worry about.
She's in her quarters, through those doors.
Thank you. Finally something. Yeah, now we can loot some stuff. Okay, I think
Making me sweat.
some of them probably forgot to mark this as, or it was just empty.
Well, not as bad as
I think they probably forgot to do something better. Why is this vase green?
with haste.
And we also have a Waypoint.
The Yankee are distracted enough. They don't need your interference.
Right. What did Lizelle say? We are permitted to walk so freely. Such a lack of discipline would be punished severely in Claire. Her own little niche of the world, it seems. clear. Oh, look at this, an open door. We like open doors, do we? Oh, come on. Wait a minute, where do we even need to go? Travel through the mountain pass. Ah, I think this is the... Yeah, that was the other entrance. Wheelbarrow, shore, some planks. Nice, nice, nice. Actually, having the camera a little bit closer gives you a bit more appreciation for the environment. Because if you go always like that, it's... I mean, it does have tabletop character, sure, but...
Attention.
More than necessary. So, let's see. Let's just talk to the warriors before we talk to the one with the...
The captain has little patience for your kind. You'd better not waste her time.
Right. Which one? Probably not that one.
Another Istik. You're lucky we didn't catch you outside, or you'd be in with the captain right now.
But I do want to go to the captain. Right. That's the whole idea. Ajak near Jeera.
Ugh. Blood? Rust? Squar? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this.
Well, there must be something worthwhile on this plane, or your kind wouldn't be here, sure.
Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly.
So gold seems to be one of those, whoa, powerful metals. Yeah, look at that. Finally, someone with decent inventory. Nice. The Organ Rearranger 9000. Reduce the number you need to roll a crit while attacking by 1. By 1. Wait a minute. It doesn't reduce the amount of critting all the time, just while you attack, which is weird. While attacking. What about reactions? Does that count towards it, or is there some specific niche use for it? Oh, weapon enchantment +2. It's actually better. That's nice. It's a finesse weapon. It's something that I could benefit from. That is amazing. That's it. What is this thing? Short sword. The damage is slightly different. One of it has higher base damage, the other one has higher maximum damage, but lower base damage. But again, one of them has a weapon enchantment +2, which makes attacks more likely to hit, and I can just buy it anyway. There's no problem now. We are loaded, and she got cheese. Perfect. Anyway, what was it? This effect can stack. Ooh. When you roll 2 damage or less, re-roll the dice, taking the highest result. Nice. Not only does it make it more likely for you to hit, you also have a reroll on your damage. That is amazing. That's just one teensy issue. Who will benefit from that the most? She has a Githyanki weapon, dual wielded, so that one is already better. She has the adamantine thingy, which ignores resistance to slashing damage. Yeah, looks like for a very long time we may not need better weapons. We may even have the bestest weapon so far. Huh. Decent enough. That's the problem. If you have a decent enough weapon, then getting something like this doesn't really benefit you that much. Okay, what about this one? Short sword of first blood. Okay. Wait a minute. Why is it that this weapon gives you a +5 bonus damage? Where's that one coming from? Because it's a dagger? This weapon receives a +2 bonus to attack rolls. Sure. It's proficiency, it seems. But why does this why are the proficiencies different? Shouldn't they be the same? That's the weird bit. Do I have any other weapons in my inventory? Just to... This one has a +4. I thought the plus stuff was all proficiency related. Like level proficiency. After so and so many levels, you get a higher bonus number, but does that one scale so well? Maybe because... Oh, no. Always wanted to say rarity, but this has nothing to do with this, because this is a +4, and the sword has a +3. This one would be slightly rarer, so that would explain the fight every time. I have to be careful with my right clicks. So, Shadowblade, you have advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavily obscured targets when using this blade. Boah, come on. It's nice that it says when using this blade, meaning that we have to be in melee range for it. It's a very nice dagger for silences targets on hit. This is very useful. Now the big question is, deals additional pierce damage to target that still have all their hit points. Break the Unbroken. Does the weapon effect of certain thingies in here only get triggered if you use them directly or not? Because... Well, this is just a stat change. This, I think, works differently. Yeah. Alright, anyway, what else we got? We got a normal weapon with some enchantment, blue stuff, pretty neat. Invisible weapon. This is awesome. This weapon is invisible. No shit. While equipped, it loses this property for 2 rounds on a missed attack roll. Wait. Okay, let's just reread this. This weapon is invisible while equipped. It loses this property for 2 rounds on a missed attack roll. The problem is, it's not more likely for you to hit with this thing. I mean, what does the whole invisible shtick even do? Affected entity can't be disarmed. Oh. I mean, it would make it more unlikely to be disarmed. Yes, because you can't see it, but it should still fall to the ground sometimes. Affected entity can't be disarmed. It has advantage on attack rolls, and it scores a critical hit when rolling a 19. Which means it's it makes it more likely for this thing to actually hit. It's a 2-handed weapon, so we may not get the bonus from this dagger though. That would be amazing. But the fact that you get advantage on attacks is just sweet. Could someone benefit from that though? Oh, wait a minute. Now I have to look at the damage thingy again. How much is this? 2d6 plus 5. That's like 12, 5, 17 plus 4 of that psychic damage. Okay. That's the overall damage. 12 plus 5, 17. That one is not as high. But we... The Unseen Menace is such... The thing is, there are so many nice gimmicky kind of weapons in here. But I already have a good enough weapon equipped. This is so mean. And... Oh, okay. It does have extra reach, which makes it nicer for us to attack things. And I think opportunity attacks are also more likely for us to work. Has increased range and can be used to attack from further away. It just doesn't tell you how far. Oh, wait. Actually, does it? Does the pike tell you anything? No. It doesn't tell you how far you can attack with extra range. Just that you can do that. Right. What else we got? They got this one here. The Defender Flail. Yeah, reduce incoming bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage by 1, which is pretty neat. Armor class plus 1. There you go. Okay. It's a flail. I don't think I am proficient in flail. Am I? I am proficient in flails. Wait a minute. Sadly, I do not know what a flail is in terms of damage. I think it's one of those martial or human-ish weapons, and I am proficient with it, which is nice. Performance, I mean, it's nice. but we... Why do I never use that thing though? Sword sings melody. All allies within so and so many meters. Bonus to attack rolls and charisma. Wisdom and intelligence saving throws. The sword will stop singing if unequipped. And the shriek was the damage thing, right? Yeah. I think the creatures receive an extra thunder damage. If unequipped. What if we switch from range to melee? Does that count as unequipped? Or is unequipping the putting it into your inventory kind of stuff? So as long as it's in this slot, it counts as equipped. That might be something interesting. When you miss an attack, you deal 1 bludgeoning damage anyway. And maybe trigger some bonus effects. But the armor class +1 is something that's very cool. +1 bonus to armor class, reducing the chance you will get hit with an attack. So now, what bonuses we got? Performance, again, nice to have, but I never really used that thing. Reduces incoming physical damage of swords by 1. That's good. Not only does it reduce it, also, do we really... What about the damage? Why doesn't it have a plus on it? Huh. Interesting. So, looks like the defender's flail doesn't work that well. But I think it has something to do with the proficiency. Yeah, the game doesn't tell you the proficiency. That's why. So flails are more special. I'm not proficient in it, so I can't really use it. And that means that... Yeah, this one has a... No, this... What? Not proficient with martial weapons or flails. So the flail doesn't give you bonus damage. It does give you bonus. Okay, someone please... Oh, it's the strength scaler. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Every time. Okay, we have a negative strength scaler. We have like 8 strength or whatnot. And those two here have very high strength scalars. This is why it is +4. Oh, right. Okay, so this number up here comes from your scaling factor. Sometimes it's in dexterity, sometimes it's most of the time it's strength. And if it is a finesse weapon, it can be dexterity. Right. But this one right here with the bonus armor class is such a nice bonus. I just love flail weapons. Like one of those things that, hammers, flails weapon, sweet. Just love that thing. The fact that it has bonus armor would make it, it would make things so much nicer, but alright. So crossbows are +1, Witchbreaker, you gain advantage on attack rolls against concentrating creatures. That's good. Versatile battle axe, probably an awful lot of damage if that one is involved. So could we even find a better weapon than the adamantine thing? Oh boy. Looks like this will be more of a shopping kind of episode. Okay. Vital Conduit. Conduit. When the wearer casts a spell that requires concentration, they gain 8 temporary hit points. Nice. Jump distance increase might be more important. But how often do I benefit from cast? The main character, like this one here, uses concentration spells, but I do have Focus Rider and the... While I'm concentrating, you can't get knocked prone. This is pretty cool. While you are concentrating. So you make the cloud, the fog cloud, you are concentrating, and you cannot get knocked prone. It's a very, very nifty kind of bonus. What else? Doom Lobber. The wearer gains a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. We don't use spells that often for attacks. Daredevil Proximity. Your ranged spell attacks are made as melee spell attacks when you are adjacent to a hostile creature. This effect can be toggled off, but what's the difference? An attack roll that determines whether you hit a target with a ranged spell. Ranged spell attacks are subject to high ground rules and have disadvantage if you are within 1.5 meters of any range. Oh! So similar to bows and whatnot, magic work the same way, but Daredevil gloves ignore that. So, except for spells that are melee by nature. So like burning hands or something like that. You have to stand right next to the enemy in order to trigger that. But let's say a fireball, close range, that thing works. Okay. Gloves of Dexterity, attack +1, nice. Set the wearer's Dexterity score to 18. The enchantment has no effect if the Dexterity score is higher without it. Yeah, now it would be nice to know exactly what kind of stats your character has, but of course we can't. And, or could we? Almost. Wait a minute. I mean, you could kind of infer the dexterity by looking at your bonuses. Like this one says +3, which means we have at least 16 points. +4 would be 18 points. Does she really have 18 strength? Maybe. Something in here gives her 18 strength. Maybe one of the traits. Or feats, not traits. Whatever. So attack +1. Is it the attack roll? I think so. It's not damage, it's attack. So nothing here. Which makes it more likely for you to hit. But dexterity score goes up to 18. Who would benefit from this? Everybody scaling with dexterity. That doesn't have high enough dexterity already. So not this one. This one here does not use... The thing is, this one is limited to a +2 on dexterity on the armor. We only have +1 because the dexterity isn't as high at the moment. It's like 12 or something maybe. No. Yes. Maybe. I think 12. Yeah. 12 or 13. Whatnot. So yeah, we got that. And again, it makes the attack more likely, which means better damages. What about this one? Missiles. Now you can intercept missiles from ranged weapon attacks, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier. Okay. I mean, this is cool, but do we need it? And how far do you need to be for this interception to work? Can only reduce... Okay, missiles that are shot at us. This one, on the other hand... Two-handed, heavy crossbow... Oh no, it just goes against the armor class thing. I thought like dexterity has some innate bonuses against ranged weapons, but it doesn't. Set the wearer's dexterity score to 18. The enchantment has no effect if the dexterity score is higher. The thing is, she does not benefit from 18 dexterity score that much. It would be nice gloves for yeah, it would be something very nice for like a stealing, like a thief-ish kind of character. Sleight of hand thing, because you get a decent amount of dexterity just like that. But maybe there are better gloves for it. But the fact that you just get 18 flat, it's like the what's that thing? That magical headband over there. Not this one. The other one that gives you 17 intelligence. Again, 17 and not 18, so it's always a little bit weird. Anyway, who would benefit from that? Who would she benefit? Her attacks would be more likely to hit. So, that's a good thing. Let's see. Do we have miscellaneous? We don't have miscellaneous. Magical. No, wait a minute. Nah, let's just look around. Like, this window might be nicer. And then I have to use Larian and get myself those gloves. Actually, gloves of dexterity. Let's just... Dex gloves. I have to write this down. Dex gloves. Jeera. Dex gloves. Jeera for Karlach. That's something that I am gonna do later on. So, what else we got though? What else we got? Advantage on attack rolls against concentration creatures and bows, just +1, nothing too important. When you miss an attack, you deal 3 bludgeoning damage. So it's like, yeah, like this one. Just no, it's oh. The amount of bonus damage is dependent on your strength stat. The higher your strength, the higher your bonus damage. Interesting. Interesting. So we got the hand axe, we got this one, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. When it comes to armor, they're the same. The health potions are nice to have, but right now I don't have any wares to sell. On your way then. Does she have anything else to say though?
Back for more?
Yes. Oh, just a trader. Good.
How much further can I go?
Interesting.
That will not serve them well in that.
Am I back at the... I am back at the beginning. Perfect. Now the real question is, are we getting... Oh. There's a patrol guy. Going up and down and left and right and whatnot. Oh, wait, there are more.
You remember that story was told as Yak?
Which one? The 6th arm of...
No, it was some war story.
Ah, I used to love those. The ones about Kifrag were my favorite. That's it.
I see they're letting even Istik mercenaries in these days.
I'm not a mercenary.
Leave me alone. The watch must remain undisturbed.
Why do they look like that?
I wasn't much better than the current stock when I was a Yak.
So we got a decent amount of items back here. And this is the cliffside thingy. So... Why is it only half shadow? And not full shadow? Maybe we have to deactivate that thing. And now we should be in... Not complete darkness. Okay, something is weird.
Will they not heed? They're just still.
Weird. Where's that sun coming? Ah, from the city.
That will not serve them well in battle with Gake.
Okay, so this is like loot and loot. This is not how you write chest, by the way. I have to loot all of this.
You remember that story?
Now the question is, am I going to oppose the Githyanki or not? So much nice stuff in here. Alright. Let's see. First we go down there. And of course we can't pick up anything. I don't want to force it, that's the problem. So what about that book? How to track an Illithid. Oh. A handwritten tome documenting varied, tried and tested ways to track mind flayers and the results of each endeavor. So, candle thingy, yada yada yada.
It is an honor. I would be.
Let's just get up here. I think I missed a book somewhere back there though. What else we got? We got the Frostkill Ale, and is there a... sometimes you do turn around and then you're screwed. Broom and bucket. A collection of anecdotes about kobolds in Baldur's Gate. It seems a tribe of the industrious, little scaly creatures were employed by the city to take care of sanitation. In essence, they were sewer workers, drain wardens, and waste disposers. However, in recent times, the city has been perplexed and thoroughly nose-wrinkled by the seemingly departure of the kobolds. When asked about their disappearance, one citizen said, "Yeah, right, hope they turn up. Meantime, who's gonna broom up my piss and pocket my shit?" Well, yeah, they're just gone. That's interesting. Little helpers. Oh, look, there's a key for a door. On psionic manipulation and countermeasures. Measures. A thorough account of how best to protect your mind from Illithid manipulation and subsequent domination. When dealing with mind flayers, remember that it is in their nature to assess the utility, strengths and weaknesses of those around them, and to manipulate in order to get what they want. The best countermeasure you can take against a mind flayer is simply to avoid it. Any attempts to outsmart it will fail. If that is not an option, then there are 3 things to remember that may just save your mind. 1. Pay attention to its actions, not its words. Where mind flayers are concerned, it is true that actions speak louder than words, especially words that are tailor-spoken to fit a mind flayer's manipulative agenda. 2. Strengthen your relationship with others. The greatest thing you can do to offset a mind flayer's designs upon you is to have allies, strong allies. Trust in those you know you can trust and build your relationships with them. They are the ones who will have your back when you most need it. Number 3. Even mind flayers have wants and desires. The only circumstances in which a relationship with a mind flayer may be beneficial to you is if you both want exactly the same thing. In the unlikely case that this is true, bear in mind that once you have outlived your purpose to a mind flayer, it will have no use for you. And we have gotten a similar story about a mind flayer and a necromancer. Somewhere in the Underdark. Right, now where do we go? To the north. Actually, we could try to go to the left side. Let's see. Actually, can we go? What is the... Ah, okay. You're going that way. Ooh. Small portrait of Vlaakith. And some candles.
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior, undeniably regal in her mien.
Vlaakith herself. She is both the sun that blinds us and the void that contains us. Praise be.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
Now, that's an interesting one. Study the subject's feature. We could also try some history checks here. Let's see. Draw a new face onto the portrait. Well, why not? Let's do some history thing here. Maybe that works out. 21 difficult. Oh, come on. Of course. Now we got an iron. I actually want to know what this is. Let's just roll it again. Hope for the best. Okay, the more we roll it, the less likely it will be to work, right? Yeah, thank goodness. Just look hard enough and you figure it out eventually.
You recall stories of a prince riding a comet just like this one. With sudden clarity, you realize it's the symbol of Orpheus, a forgotten hero from the tales of your youth.
The sign of Orpheus? Blasphemy! Would I could quarter the Vandal myself.
Interesting. Study the subject's features.
This Githyanki looks different from the others you've seen here. The way her stark white skin stretches over her sharp features gives her a distinctly otherworldly aspect.
Interesting. Do we want to try to draw a new face onto the portrait? Yeah, of course, this is easier. Thank you. What's a changer? Why did we get that one? Oh, crap. Well, we are definitely not going to re-roll that. Oh, no. No. Oh, no, we failed.
Just as you find your flow, You slip. Perhaps you should leave before someone notices.
Oh boy.
What is this? I need to get rid of it before the Inquisitor sees. On second thoughts, perhaps an inquisitivistic would make a good practice dummy.
I should speak up.
You did this! The Inquisitor is going to gut us one by one, and it's all your fault!
There's another one.
Now Istik wander our halls at their leisure. Captain Therizin will be even more irate than usual.
Oh boy. We opened a can of worms. Let's just hope you... Okay, you've... Vizkia. Let's hope you will be alright. But the thing is... This is a nice test to see how... open-minded the Githyanki can be. Let's see if we can... if they see past this. If they want to, even. Let's see, what is that? Oh. What are you doing? This is an infirmary.
You better be watching.
Okay, we are definitely going to defuse the situation in a later point. Yo! Okay, someone is in here. And that's definitely not cool. Alright. I would say we're going to figure out what's going on up here in the next episode, because that might be somewhat interesting. Until then, like and subscribe, of course. Ta-ta.
That was a good one.